So my battery and motor both came from China. There was about a 2.5 month lead time, and what do you know, they both show up the exact same day, two different carriers. So I decided to start with the battery. As you can see here, this battery, it's a large battery. It weighed about 100 pounds. I think it was like 10 by 11 by 18 inches long, something like that. I knew it would fit in there. So the first thing I did was made a tray, and this is kind of jacking it up, placing it. I was actually able to go about 5-6 inches higher. I hollowed out the entire tank, so it pretty much is the same volume as the Busa fuel tank. So I have a large gap now underneath the tank where the fairings are, but I'll figure that out. So here's the tray. Once I mocked it in there and did some tack welding, I was able to stand in here and jump. I mean, it's in there with those engine bolts, and I lag bolted it to the frame there as well, and used some more of that Eastwood frame paint. Like I said, that stuff is, for a spray can, that's the best paint I've used out of a can. Does very well. So yeah, the battery just sits right in there, and I got like a small strap going around it holding it down now. But here's the controller. I wanted to put it in front of the battery, but the phase wires weren't long enough to reach, and I really didn't want to extend them, so I just placed it behind it. It works fine there. Here's the motor after I mocked it up. So the brake caliper wouldn't fit off the original Busa between the disc and the hub, so I ended up just using regen braking. I just set it to my foot pedal. I think I did it like 50%, so at any point when I hit that back brake, it'll stop me at 50%. And I also did a roll assist, or if I'm on a hill, the motor won't let you roll backwards. It kind of locks itself, so works out just fine. What people don't mention, in my opinion, the hardest part was getting this tire on there. I fought with it for hours and ended up taking it to my local motorcycle shop. They were very weary about putting it on there with the hub motor, but I'm there a lot, so they went in the back. I went with them. They had me watch, hold wires, make sure nothing was hurt, and it went on like butter. Of course, they got it with their machine, no issues at all. Here it is, kind of mocked up, everything, the wheel on. Here's the battery after I placed it in there, kind of testing a little bit. One of the first initial throttles, it did well. I was messing with the regen here. I think this is before I had the brake hooked up, trying to figure out what I was going to do. Here's my first test ride. I was very excited about the reverse. In East Tennessee here, we just got ice, so very brave to go out on the street right now. But at this point, I don't think I had any back brake either. I think I was just all front brake, but the reverse works nice. I mean, it is very nice to have that reverse. No speed runs here, obviously. Like I said, you can kind of tell here there's a little, I mean, like I said, it was icy out. It was probably 20 degrees in this video. But I really wanted to get it down the street and make sure everything rolled okay. So here's another video, or a picture of the battery placed in there. So the thing that I need to change, a couple small tweaks here. The front forks, you can tell in this picture, they're very chopped. Very bumpy ride, bottom out, any hill, any bump you hit. So I ordered new ones, and the brake reservoir leaks a little bit as well. So I ordered another one of those too. It seems like if there's anything that can leak, very few things it does. So older bike, but it's all part of the process. So everything came together very well. Very happy with the speeds and power. If you have any questions, let me know.